This week we're going to be looking at Proverbs chapter 6. And in Proverbs chapter 6, Solomon points our attention to the lowly ant. He says in chapter 6, in verse number 6, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest." Even though Solomon is addressing the sluggard, you don't have to be lazy to learn a lesson from this ant. You see, I believe what Solomon is trying to get out here is that this lowly ant takes the time when things are plenteous and during the time of harvest to gather the resources that it's going to need in the future when things are lean, when things are less readily available. To apply this in a Bible college setting where you're at today, I just think of all of the resources that are available to you and all of the tools that you have. And I think the lesson that Solomon wants us to learn is work and labor. And when things are plenteous, when you have things at your disposal, work and labor and gather the wisdom that you need now, because there's going to come a time later on where those resources aren't going to be available, when you're not going to have the tools that you have now in the future. So work and labor now, because there's going to come a time where you're going to need to draw from those resources, and you're going to need to draw from the things that you've gathered and that you've learned. So the lesson in Proverbs 6 is this: work hard now, labor now, so that when the time of need arises, you'll know where to find wisdom and encouragement.